Okay, this is our Haulotte Compact 3347. We're 33 platform height and 39-foot working height with a 47-inch wide chassis. One thing you're going to notice is we're using larger pins on this. They're 1 9/16 pins with the sorry. Our lower control station, we've got off, lower controls on a spring, and we have the hour meter and battery charge indicator and a fault code light on this lower control station. And you'll also get a fault code in here, so it's got self-diagnostics on board the machine. So if you don't have an analyzer, you can actually go and get the self-diagnostics. It'll point you in the direction of any problem we have. 110 volt to the platform and emergency lowering. This is what we've got down below. On the back, we've decided to put our batteries in the rear of the machine. In the event of an electrical problem, usually the machines are up against a wall working, and it's harder to get to the batteries. Normally with these, being out the back like this, easy to get at, and again, you got full access to the batteries. Very easy to change or check the water, fill the water. Something else we've done was put your battery charge plug and your charge indicator back where the batteries are. There's no more confusing where to plug it in. It's where the batteries are rather than where the controls are. So you're not confusing and plugging in the wrong plug. Three-foot rollout extension with easy roll. It's got very large rollers on it. And it's got a kick foot pedal that you kick down and move it forward. And as I said, easy, it's just as simple as that. And it's got a center lock position as well. Fairly large wheels, you can see at the front here. It's a little more difficult to see, but there's fairly large wheels here for debris purposes. And it rolls on the top. It rolls on the top channel, not on the bottom channel. So if debris gets underneath it, it's not going to hang up. Where on the top, you're not going to get debris hanging up on the top of the roller. Upper control box. This is the same control box on every electric machine out there. It's interchangeable with everything we build. A couple of things that we did that was quite neat is the rocker on the top for steer is a hard shell. It's not a rubber grommet. So you've got a hard shell on the top, so you're not going to get any wear and you're not going to wear through it. And then we have a rubber O-ring around it to keep the water and debris out. Trigger switch, just like everybody else. It is removable. You can take this off. We also offer an extension cord. If you want to have a longer lead for this, we offer an extension cord that you can add to that as an option. Side covers, we don't have the swing out panels. And again, for access, if the machine is up against a wall, it's very difficult to get to the componentry if you need to fix it. Side covers, 2 bolts, they slide out. If you're tight up against a wall, you've got access to your componentry. And your electrical slides out here. If you really had to, you can reach through the other side. Motor's in the center. You got fairly good access if you're in a really tight, confined area. The side covers, I'll turn it around and show you the same thing there. The pothole protectors are hydraulically actuated. So you have 2 hinges, only 2 hinges on this machine. When you go up, hydraulic cylinder actuates it, and there's a switch easily accessed to tell it whether it's up or down. So we're not dealing with any mechanical linkage whatsoever. Just 2 hinges, and a hydraulic cylinder. I'll take it up and gravity down, so when you're coming down, you notice the pothole protectors don't go up. You need to have hydraulic pressure when you do that, so as soon as you select drive, they come up and then you're driving. I'll just turn it around to the other side. If you notice here the brake release, there's a cutout for that so you don't have to take off the side covers. And again, loosen the bolts here, take off the cover. You've got full access to your hydraulic controls. And where that comes into play is if you're up against a wall, you can usually get in there if you need to. We also offer, as a standard item, the fold-down handrails. We've got 4 pins right at the front. Leave your controller into place, and you can drive it through the door that you need to get through. And then simply back up into place. And your rails are back in place. We also use an analyzer. It's available as well for any of the troubleshooting you need to do, or you can adjust the parameters on this machine to pretty much anything you want to a certain speed. Are there any questions at all? That is for the technician. We've got the onboard diagnostics for the operator, and this will be for the technician.
So if I buy this machine from you, would that come with it?
No, it's an option. Yeah.
And you say you can set a threshold for operation speed.
Yeah. It will go through every electrical switch, your tilt sensor, any of your switches on board. It'll test your controller. You can actually test the stroke of the controller. It will test pretty much every function on the machine electrically. And it also sets the parameters. It is standard, yes. It's the only one we offer. Yep. No, skid tape. There's a foot block here, so you have 3 locations. You've got all the way in, halfway, and all the way out. And it's just on a plunger-style foot pedal. Sure. Okay. Okay, the service lock on this is just undo the wing nut on both sides, drop it down, and it locks between here and here.
The composition of these pins, is it a nitrate? They look like they're treated, some kind of treated.
I'm not sure. I'd have to check the spec on that. You know, down to the saddle there, it's for a smooth transition. A little easier in the cylinder stack. I'll take that. Everything? Anybody else? Thank you.